of men and mice themes. We've broken into three categories: dreams, loneliness, and companionship. First one, dreams. The theme of dreams was introduced at the start of the book through George's description to Lenny of the farm that they hoped one day to own together. They continue to discuss this throughout the text, with Candy also becoming involved and making it finally seem possible. This dream is very important to the men because it represents freedom and having control over their own lives, which they do not have while moving around looking for work. Dreams of mice and men are linked to the American dream. This is an idea that in America it is possible for anyone to achieve success and improve their lives through hard work. This is linked to the United States Declaration of Independence, which states that all men are created equal. For the men in the ranch inn of Mice and Men, having dreams gives them some hope that their hard work will be rewarded. Curly's wife also has a dream to be a film star, and although she no longer has any real hope that this could come true, it gives her a distraction from the unhappiness of her life, which is also true of dreams for the other characters. Although the dreams are initially a source of hope in the book, Lenny's death makes his and George's dream impossible. So, as the novel ends, we see that even simple, most modest dreams are unattainable in the harsh environment of America during the Great Depression. A question. How is the theme of dreams shown in the book? George recites the dream to Lenny like a story, which suggests that they don't really believe in it, even though the things they are dreaming of are quite modest. Evidence. Sure, this, said George, in inverted commas, all kinds of vegetables in the garden, and if we want a little whiskey, we can sell a few eggs or something, or some milk. We just live there. We'd belong there. We wouldn't be no more running around the country and getting fed by a Jap cook. No, sir, we'd have our place where we belonged and not sleep in no bunker house. Analysis of this. All George and Lenny are really hoping for is, as described here, a place where they feel they belong and do not have to leave. These are all the things that are missing from their lives, showing that the reason they need the dream, is to have some hope that their lives may improve. However, despite the simplicity of their dream, the way that George recounts this like a bedtime story or folk tale suggests that it will never really come true, and they need to talk about it as a comfort rather than as a real plan. Candy and Crook's wish to be involved in the dream. How does Steinberg show this? Both Candy and Crooks asked to be involved in George and Lenny's dream as a way of trying to escape from the isolation of their difficult lives on the ranch. The evidence of this, Candy said miserably, "You see what they've done to my dog tonight. They say it wasn't no good to himself nor nobody else. When they can be here, I wished somebody'd shoot me. But they won't do nothing like that. I won't have no place to go, and I can't get no more jobs." And Crooks hesitated. "If you guys would want a hand to work for nothing, just his keep, why I'd come on and lend a hand. I ain't no crippled. I can't work like a son of a bitch if I want to." Analysis. Candy asked George and Lenny if they want to be a part of their plan to buy their own farm because he feels like he does not have the value on the ranch, as he is aging and will be unable to continue working. Like George and Lenny, he aspires to have something he belongs and a permanent home. Crook also wants to escape his miserable life on the ranch and sees George and Lenny's dream as his only opportunity for this. On the ranch, Crook is isolated and continually experiences racism. Both Crooks and Candy see the dream as a way out of their own inescapable unhappiness. However, Crooks immediately realizes how futile this hope is, and Candy understands at the end of the book that it was never really possible. Curly's wife's dream. How does Steinberg show this? It is not only the men on the ranch who have dreams. Curly's wife also has hopes for a better future. She tells Lenny that she married Curly after her plans of becoming a movie star fell through. The evidence of this. "I tell you, I ain't used to living like this. I could have made something of myself," she said darkly. "Maybe I will yet." And then her words tumbled out in a passion of communication, as though she hurried before her listener could be taken away. I'd live right in Staliness, she said. Come there when I was a kid. Well, a show come through and I met one of the actors. He says I could go with that show, but my old lady wouldn't let me. She says because I was only 15, but the guy says I coulda, if I'd want. I wouldn't be living like this, you bet. Analysis. Curly's wife is focused on how her life could have been if they had been an actress, showing how her dream is a type of escapism for her. Curly's wife's dream is different to George and Lenny's because hers is grander. However, the dreams are similar in that the characters rely on them as a way of coping with the difficulties in their lives. The end of the dream. How does Steinberg show this? George and Lenny's dream is impossible once Lenny has killed Curly's wife. Without Lenny, George cannot envision himself carrying on, and he realizes that the dream was never really possible. This represents the loneliness of men like them. The evidence. George said softly, I think I'd known from the very first, I think I'd knowed we'd never do her. He usta like to hear about it so much I got to thinking maybe we would. And Crook was scornful. I seen hundreds of men come by on the road on the ranches with their bundles on their back and that same damn thing in their heads. Hundreds of them. They come and they quit and they go on, and every damn one of them ain't got a little piece of land in his head. And ne'er a goddamn of 'em ever gets it. Analysis. Crook's comments remind the reader of how George and Lenny's dream is not unusual for men like them. Many others are also dreaming of a better life. This is the link of the idea of the American dream, as they believe that by working hard and saving up they will be able to achieve the success they hope for. However, George realizes at the end of the novel that his plan with Lenny really were just a dream that would never come true. This suggests that the dreams that men like them held during this period in America were hopeless.